So let's spin around and let's just spam L2. Okay.
Jesus.
What's up? Welcome back. If you didn't watch my last video, I got this little face cam thing done, this new little outline thing. I also got this and this done as well on Fiverr. So I have kind of a little channel rebrand. Just thought I'd throw that out there because a couple things have changed. Profile picture, this kind of little setup here has changed a little bit. But that's not the focus of today's video. Today's video is focusing on aim assist, and we're gonna focus in the area of the different settings that you can have on controller. As many of you that play controller probably know, you can be on legacy look controls, you can be on linear look controls, or you can be on exponential look controls. Exponential isn't really used all that much anymore, but recently some players have been switching back from linear to legacy look controls, and they're doing this for the aim assist. The aim assist on legacy is pretty crazy. As an example, Unknown Army, probably the best controller player right now, has just recently switched back to using legacy look controls, and some of the clips that have been coming out of his streams are kind of ridiculous, like this one where he looks into the cornfield, scans around for a little bit, he locks onto someone and just starts shooting them and doesn't miss a shot.
Oh my god!
That stuff is crazy, and that's the kind of stuff that you can only do with legacy. So I'm gonna test it out a little bit. For a controller player, I can build pretty well. I can do triple edits, I can build really well, but this only started after I switched to linear. Back on legacy, I could build well, but not nearly to the point of where I am at right now. If we just go and build a little bit, I am just getting on and I can already do all this. So I don't want to sit here for an hour and warm up though. So here is a clip of me just kind of free building and showing off the kind of stuff that I'm able to do while building on the linear look controls. This is stuff that I would never be able to do on legacy. And I'm gonna actually test that right now and switch to legacy. So I'm gonna come over here. Look input curve right now is on linear, as you can see. Over in the description of this, it says linear uses the raw stick input, so it's more like mouse and keyboard. Wherever you move, as soon as you start moving your stick, if you move it all the way forward, your look's just gonna go all the way forward at the exact same speed the entire time. Exponential causes smaller stick movement to have less of an effect. So if you move your stick all the way forward, it's gonna start slower and then eventually pick up speed. But legacy is what we all used to be on, and everyone switched to linear because it was so much easier to build for controller. But now people are switching back for the aim assist. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and it grays out all these settings. All we have are these simple settings now, just these ones. These are all we have. So let's go ahead and click apply. Ooh, and already, let's try to build. It feels awful. It's so sticky. Oh, maybe I need to raise my sense on legacy. It's definitely not that bad, but what we're really here to test is aim assist. We don't care about all this building. Obviously it's going to be harder, but you'll probably get used to it eventually anyway. So the main difference between the two in terms of aim assist is that on linear, SMG close range aim assist and aim assist while you're kind of in boxes is supposed to be absolutely ridiculous. And this is true for me. Sometimes I have some pretty ridiculous clips, But on Legacy, your long range AR aim and just, you're supposed to be able to lock on in general, so especially for long range it's helpful. So on Legacy you're still able to L2 spam and kind of look around for people, while on linear L2 spamming does absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna come over here. This is more of a close range environment, so we're back on linear look sense, and we're just gonna try to do some. So this is AR tracking. So linear is supposed to be way better for SMG. Now let's switch to Legacy and see if it has any sort of effect. So now we're on Legacy. Let's try some AR. It seems way harder to me, honestly. I guess this is just close range. Which close range, like I said before, is linear strong suit. So maybe I need to get some further targets to be able to abuse this more. Okay, I probably shouldn't be able to do that. If you see this, I'm aiming in, and as I click L2, it'll slowly, if I'm anywhere near him, I'm gonna aim in right here, it'll drag me onto him. So let's see how far out we can go. So it starts dragging pretty far out on Legacy, but if we do the same thing on linear, as you can see, you aim in and it doesn't drag onto him. This is why for long range aim, Legacy is so much better, but each obviously have their downfalls and their strong suits. So linear is said to be harder to have good AR tracking. It gives you aim assist when you're actually on your target, but you have to get on your target first. So as you can see, this is very hard on it's very hard to be precise on linear. It's so hard. I look so bad, but it's honestly hard. We're gonna switch over to Legacy and see how this affects this. I'm gonna assume this is where Legacy comes into play. So yeah, you just kind of snap onto them. So you can see I'm not aiming in on these targets. I'm aiming in kind of to the side, but as soon as I aim in, it'll just drag me to them, which is very nice. I mean, alright, so I've just went into creative and built this little cornfield. Because of these clips, I really want to try and see if just an average controller player can look through corn like this and be able to find someone and shoot them. Okay, so I went ahead and set up a bot in the middle of the cornfield. So we're just gonna run around in the cornfield and see if we're able to lock onto him and see how broken this Legacy aim assist actually is. Let's pick up our Scar, and I guess we just go around and see if we lock on at all. Not looking promising. Maybe let's move a little closer. I have no idea where I would have put this bot. See if it slows down at all if we go along this. Oh, there. Oh. Okay. Legacy aim assist might be a little broke. It's going, oh, right there. Let's see if we can do it faster. So let's spin around and let's just spam L2. Okay. Okay. Let's try linear. Like I said, you have to have your reticle on it and actually be shooting before it'll help. But as you can see on linear, it's really not helping whatsoever. It's over in that direction, but it's not slowing down my reticle whatsoever. Alright, so I guess it's not working on linear, which is what I knew from the beginning. I suspected that it wasn't going to work on linear because there's no clips of linear players that are able to do this. So what I think I'm going to go ahead and do is head in and play some pubs on Legacy, and then I'm going to post some of my linear aim assist clips, and we're going to see which one is more broken. If we can hit this. He's right there. I can track him through the wall. I'm not moving my stick right now. That guy's on linear for sure. And here are some of my clips from playing linear.
One of them's almost dead. Jesus, well,
Let me know which you think is more OP or just more useful in general. Is really good close range box aim good, or would you rather have the long range aim, being able to track people through walls and through cornfields and that kind of stuff? If you enjoyed this one, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.